Howdy doody guys, I'm the Hound 15. Today I'm joined with...
Star Gamer.
That's right, she's back. Today, it is Wednesday, January 11th, 2024. Meaning officially, we're in another whole year. It's the 10th already? Or 11th now? Did we not do a Minecast episode last week?
I thought you did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you did.
I did? Okay.
Yeah, because that's when we were watching some movie. It was you and Jacoby.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
The Minecast.
I generally thought this was the first Minecast episode of the new year, but I guess I'm wrong. So, to start off this Minecast episode, I want to give a few shout-outs. First of all, shout out to my girlfriend Stargamer. Second of all, shout out to the 15 of you mad lads that follow me here on Twitch. Shout out to the 23 crazy folks over on YouTube who are subscribed. Y'all are amazing. Absolutely love getting to talk to you guys here in the live chat and talk to you folks over on YouTube in the comment section. Y'all have been giving me some pretty serious feedback, specifically about Enlisted. Over on YouTube, y'all seem to be loving my Enlisted content. I don't plan on stopping. I really do love Enlisted. It is a very fun game. I do complain about it quite a bit. I'm not the greatest at it. But it is a game that I will be continuing to play well on into 2024. That out of the way, I want to give another shout out. And that shout out is to a friend of mine who hasn't created a YouTube channel yet. Vamp Sasuke. Really had fun collaborating with him on Jacoby's channel, or Jacoby's Twitch account. Jacoby Jones is having some trouble with his YouTube. We're trying to get it sorted out. So the problem is, on YouTube, you have to do like a secondary validation process to upload a video longer than 15 minutes. To do that, you need a laptop. You can't do it on your phone. You also can't do it on like Microsoft Edge on an Xbox. It has to be on a laptop. And Jacoby doesn't have a laptop currently. Then either do me or Rogue. So he's unable to do the validation process, so he's been unable to upload on his channel. Now we have a few things in the works. He's trying to at some point cut up the video we did for his channel, for the stream we did on Twitch, into short form content, which will be uploaded to his channel. There's also a clip I sent him from the Fortnite stream a couple days ago that he's working on editing. So definitely more shorts coming in the future here from my channel. Potentially some content for Star's channel here in the near future. We're still trying to figure out what to do for her first stream/video, but kind of excited for that. But yeah, so shout out to Vamp. Haven't been able to actually get a video for my channel with him yet, I don't think. But I definitely plan on doing that, and I definitely hope he thinks about making a actual attempt at doing a YouTube channel, because he's doing really well on Twitch. We did a stream earlier, myself and Rogue Shadow, which also shout out to Rogue Shadow, my brother. We did a stream with him earlier, and I mean, there were some good clips from his perspective that I really think would have been well on YouTube. So, just throwing that out there. Vamp, if you're watching this, you probably are not, but if you are, I would love to assist you in getting anything set up for your YouTube that you need. Any more shoutouts that I need to do? Oh, another big shoutout. A very big shoutout to crazy folks over on my YouTube channel. I uploaded a mobile game video that I recorded. It was me playing Transformers Earth Wars, doing a small crystal opening. It was only like 12 minutes. But it has done fairly well on my YouTube channel. And I do definitely plan on doing more mobile game content. The problem with mobile gaming for me right now, while Twitch will work, it is kind of glitchy. I've had streams end, and I've had the VODs get, like, not corrupted, but kind of, like, glitchy, like audio problems and stuff. So, streaming video games on my phone via Twitch isn't really an option. So any mobile gaming content I would be doing would be uploaded directly to YouTube. It would be YouTube specific content. And right now I'm not a real big fan of the idea of making content specifically for YouTube. I don't know. Like, while my YouTube channel is a very large focus on, as you know, I have more subscribers on YouTube than I have followers on Twitch, I would like to keep a lot of my content available on both platforms. So, I don't know. It's really just a hard thing for me right now to say, I'm going to be doing these mobile gaming videos, and they are going to be only available on YouTube. You guys on Twitch are awesome, of course, on Xbox. That's the only way I can do videos. You can't live stream on YouTube on Xbox. It's not a thing for some reason. So I have to stream on Twitch for Minecraft, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Enlisted, all those games. But I can't really stream on Twitch for Transformers Earth Wars, Marvel Contest of Champions, COD Mobile and PUBG Mobile potentially. You know, a lot of these mobile games that I do want to play on the channel, or channels. No, it would be only one channel. My brain is fun tonight. But you're getting what I'm saying. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. Because since I did that video and saw how well it did, I've been saving every crystal that I get for logging in on Transformers Earth Wars and Contest of Champions to do another video, or more videos, on those games. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Because with that, it's also going to be hard to have other people involved. Like the one with Jacoby, or the one that... brain. The Earth Wars one, I had Jacoby here in person. He was sitting over on my couch, which, of course, none of you have seen my room, hopefully. But, he was sitting on my couch, I was sitting here in my chair while recording that. So it wasn't as weird for me, because I have this very weird thing of I don't like streaming or recording by myself. I will, and I have done it, and probably will do it again, but I'm not the greatest fan of it. The whole purpose of a YouTube channel or a Twitch account is to interact with other people. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. So, to have basically the sort of problem, or have the sort of requirement of doing the mobile gaming solos, because if I call someone Star or Jacoby, it would conflict with my headset mic, which is what I use to record my audio for that video. I think. Now I could test it and do some audio test with it. But I'm 95% sure if I do call and record, because it is screen recording, it won't include their audio. And it may not even include my audio, it may mess up my audio. So I don't want it to be that. I don't want to record an entire video for YouTube and then realize after the fact, hey, they couldn't hear me the entire time. And I don't really want to do a whole lot of content where you guys can't hear Star Jacoby. Now here recently with the Fortnite gameplay, we have been using game chat. Just because it's easier. There's a lot of stuff we can say in game chat that we can't really say, or that we can say. I don't know how to word this. More Jacoby than anybody. But I definitely, I know I've been problematic here recently with my use of curse words. I know kind of when I started the channel and Switch account, I kind of had this more conservative stance on it. Like, yeah, I did a video like, yeah, disclaimer, I might cuss here and there, you know, I get killed in the game or I get angry, you know, you might hear the occasional curse word, but for the most part, I'm not going to be dropping F-bombs and cussing over the top. But as of recently, haven't really been the best of that. I don't know for a fact. Again, I have a horrible memory. I couldn't even tell you what I recorded, like what happened in yesterday's stream. But I have a feeling, if I look back and watch some of the videos here recently, kind of the entire time Star was on vacation, kind of let my mind say what it wanted to say, which I have a feeling, if I looked, it resulted in some cussing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like cussing on stream or on YouTube videos. I started this with the intent of making family friendly, or at least PG-13 content. I never want to get to the point where I release a video that I can't say could be made for kids, potentially. And of course, you know, when I upload to YouTube, I don't check the, you know, this video is made for kids. I forgot to make the parasite. Because by checking that box, you deny yourself a decent amount of potential for revenue when you're able to get your channel monetized. Because by putting that a video is made for kids, it cans that video into being made for kids. And if you have too many videos on your channel that you have said to YouTube, hey, yeah, this is made for kids, then YouTube does this funny thing where if you swear too much or stuff like that, you get striked commonly. There's just a lot of rules that go into YouTube. And so yeah, I try to make my content where I could, if I wanted to say, yeah, this was made for kids, this was made for people under the age of 13 years of age. I don't make content for people younger than 13 years of age, and I don't put that on my videos when I upload them to YouTube. But I'd like to think a lot of my content could fall into that place. So it's just, I want to kind of talk about that. Like, I've been a little more out there here recently with things I've said, jokes I've made, swearing in general. I think a lot of that is I have like a completely different filter when Star's around than I do when it's just me and Jacoby, which is problematic. I will be the first person to admit that. But if I put another row of trees here, they probably won't grow right because of the bamboo.
You'd have to destroy some of the bamboo.
Oof. Yeah. You know, content's weird. Content's different. You know, I haven't been, this channel's, if you're watching this on YouTube, well, this channel's fairly young. And, well, this Twitch account as well. I have been on YouTube for quite a long time. No, I placed it on the 5th block. I've had YouTube channels in the past, prior to this one, and I've been watching videos on YouTube since I got my first phone, probably. Trying to remember like exact dates. I mean, I'm 18. I'll be 19 in 4 days. Which there will be a stream/video coming out, kind of celebrating that. I plan on doing something special. I don't know what it's going to be, because that's on a Monday, so that is a fortnight day. But yeah, my birthday's coming up. I'll be 19, which is crazy to think about. Yeah, to many people, that's just another year. To me, it's a long time. Been through a lot in my going on 19 years of life. But regardless, getting it back upbeat. But yeah, I got my first phone in 6th grade, 7th grade, somewhere around there. So that would have been 7 years ago. 7, 8. Let's go with 7. So it's 2024, so 2024 minus 7. Big number. $2017? Does that sound right?
Something like that.
Yes. 2016, 2017. About when Call of Duty Black Ops 3 came out. Was when I got my first phone, started watching YouTube videos, and that was really what I watched way back then. I watched a lot of Black Ops 3 content. I've watched a lot of the first 2 complete Easter egg videos. Because that was just something I was always interested in, Call of Duty's always been a passion of mine. I've always liked the game. The first Call of Duty, I've said this before, was Call of Duty World at War. My dad had gotten it at some point for the Nintendo Wii. And right around 2016, 2017, my mom decided, well, even though the disc case says it's rated for, T for anyone 18 and up, 18 and up, right? No, T is 13 and up. M is 18 and up. I think it was rated M, so like 18 and up. But at some point, my mom was just like, you know what? I think you're old enough, and let me and my brother both play Call of Duty World at War. It was a complete mess. But World War was my first Call of Duty. Absolutely fell in love with it because it was also the first Call of Duty with zombies. At first, I didn't have zombies for it because for some reason for the Wii, you just didn't get zombies on the download. I don't know why. Or not download, but on the disc. It was weird times. But yeah. So started with Call of Duty World at War, and then when at some point, I think we were at GameStop, and I found Call of Duty Black Ops 1 for the Nintendo Wii. And so I went directly from World at War to Black Ops 1, which of course is the sequel to World War, so it's logical progression. I've always been more into Black Ops than I was Modern Warfare. And then at some point, probably a year later, Rogue got a hold of Modern Warfare 3 for the Nintendo Wii. And we also at some point got Call of Duty 3 for the Nintendo Wii, which was the first Call of Duty made for the Wii, and it was also the first Call of Duty made by Treyarch. But and that was what we played. We played World at War, Call of Duty 3, Black Ops 1, and Modern Warfare 3. And those were the 4 Call of Duty games that we got started on Call of Duty. And then, of course, years would go by. I don't know how many years. Like the year following. Oh, hello, villager. Why?
I love you.
Why must you be this way? No! You cannot eat my cookies! God! What the hell? I'm genuinely upset now. Why are you hostile? I haven't even, like, left my home ever in my entire playthrough. Did I get my arrows? I got my arrows. I forgot I own a bow. Ow. I took fall damage. Yeah, I forgot I had a bow. If I'd remembered that, maybe I could have fought back. Are they still here? I don't know. It's becoming nighttime though. Regardless. But as I was saying, we love telling stories on this channel, so or on this series, but so I'll continue. But yeah, probably the following year. So it was either 5th or 6th grade, World at War. So 7th or 8th grade. I want to say 7th grade was when we got our first real console. No offense to the Nintendo Wii, but the greatest of systems. So what we ended up getting was a Xbox One. The white one, I think it's the Xbox One S, the little one. But oh god, I'm dying. We got the Xbox One. My mother got it for us for Christmas. And the only game we had for it, well, it came with 2 games. It came with Rainbow Six Siege and Assassin's Creed Origins. If you've never played Origins, you should try it at some point. It's a treat, to say the least. One of the better Assassin's Creed. But, yeah. So we had gotten Assassin's Creed, and eventually, think it may have been even later after I'd started working. I don't recall. But at some point, I bought Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Chronicles Edition. Meaning I got the remasters of Kino der Toten, Nacht der Toten, Verrückt, Shinonuma, Shangri-La. No, the game came with the Giant, but, well, actually it didn't, but I got the Giant years later. Yeah, I got the Zombies Chronicles pack, so. Yeah, so I literally went from World War and Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 3. From playing on a Nintendo Wii to playing on an Xbox One. Very large jump. I'd of course played on Xbox 360. I played Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts, which again, to this day, are still two of my favorite games. But yeah, I don't know where I was going. My brain is dying slowly. Regardless, Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was, again, a very large part of what I was watching on YouTube and what I was playing for console games. But also around that time, or actually probably shortly before that, I started a YouTube channel. I don't think it's still on YouTube. I think it was taken down at some point. But it was primarily mobile gaming content. I uploaded Transformers, Earth Wars, and a few other mobile games, I think, content. And eventually, that channel grew into, I also did some like vlog type content. Me and a friend, who I no longer speak to sadly, did videos shooting sauce packets with airsoft guns. I had an airsoft pistol. It was a 1911 mock-up, something along those lines. And we got in we were like, you know what can we shoot? We want to go shoot. What can we shoot? And we get in the fridge, and my mom was a very so anytime we go to restaurants or even the gas station, anytime we get sauce packets, any that were left over, she just throw in the little butter tray of the refrigerator. If you don't know what a butter tray is on a refrigerator, you might be too young. But we got into that, and we were just looking. And the majority of what we got was RV sauce. Because if you've ever eaten in RVs, they just throw entire handfuls of them in your bag. Horsey sauce and RV sauce. They just grab as many as possible, just chuck them in there. So they're always in the fridge somewhere. But we got like gas station, because gas station hot dogs and stuff like that. So we got like gas station ketchup and mustard packets. We had like Burger King, maybe McDonald's, a little like barbecue sauce packets. The actual little how would you describe those? Cups? They're not cups. They're at McDonald's. It's the one you gotta peel like the top off. It's got like aluminum foil on the top.
I consider those like little tiny cups.
Okay, they are cups.
I mean, that's what I call them, but I don't know if that's what they are.
Yeah, but we just got all this crap that more than likely was expired by that point, and just decided to shoot them with airsoft guns. And eventually we got bored and stabbed them with knives and hatchets and stuff like that. But just had a lot of fun, and we recorded it with my phone. That was a Samsung S7 or 8, I believe. Which tells you about what year this was. Because if it was the S8, it was the year the S8 came out. But, I want to say it was the S7. But, brain fart. Yeah, so how we recorded it was we literally propped my phone, my cellular device, against the post of a bicycle seat. We literally had the bottom of the phone sitting on the tire of a bicycle and had the back of the phone resting against the pole that the seat is on. And that's how we recorded. We didn't have a tripod, we didn't have someone else to record it, because, of course, Rogue Shadow was nowhere to be found, or we didn't want him involved for fear of him being hurt, because he is a full 3 years younger than me, and we didn't like him being around knives back then, but I digress. But yeah, so it was literally just two dudes shooting airsoft guns at sauce packets. Recorded on a Samsung S7 with a bike seat as a tripod. And neither of us had a mic. All of the audio was recorded through the phone. It was butchered as hell. But it was a fun video. I think we made a couple videos out of it. But off of that video, I had a person at school who I'd been trying to avoid for months at that point find my channel and find that video. And that's how my first ever relationship began. Me and a friend decided to record a YouTube video. And she was so obsessed with me that I guess she typed my name in on YouTube or something along those lines and found my channel and commented on the video. Who she was, what her number was, stuff like that. Or not, I don't think she put her number. But she, yeah. It was just a weird thing. But, yeah, so this is not my first endeavor on YouTube. That Earth Wars video wasn't my first dabble in mobile gaming videos. I've been on YouTube for quite a long time. I'd probably say at least 5 years. I've spent being present on YouTube in some way. There's another fun one. I don't know if I don't even know if he has a channel anymore, but there was a YouTuber who trying to think, what can I actually say of the story? I was at the hospital because my grandmother was in the hospital. We were at the hospital visiting her. Well, at some point, I'm socially awkward. I decided I didn't want to be in the hospital anymore, so I got to go sit out in the vehicle. And the person just so happened to be live on YouTube. So I decided the person had been called a nickname by another YouTuber who I also watched. And for whatever reason, I decided to spam said nickname and make that YouTuber not like me. But, in one of their videos, or their live streams, which I think became a video afterwards, they, I keep having these brain farts, they're fun. Basically, I spammed the nickname. The person actually looked at their chat, acknowledged me saying the nickname, said my channel's name, said that they were not the nickname, and then proceeded to permanently ban them from their chat. So somewhere floating around on YouTube, you can still find that. not say the name of the channel, and I couldn't tell you the name of my former channel. But I did have a channel prior to this one, and again, it was mentioned on another more popular YouTuber's channel, and I made a lot of fun content on it. So that was years ago, and now I have this channel, if you're watching this on YouTube. I think that channel may generally have more subscribers than my current one does. I don't know. I was trying to find it not long ago. If you, by some miracle, have an ability to find that channel, you can send that to me. Absolutely love it. I'd appreciate that. If anybody watching this YouTube video can find my old channel, I don't remember if it was my name, my actual name, which I'm not going to give my last name, but I've said my first name on stream before. My name's Dale, for those who don't know. Sure y'all have heard it before. But I don't know if it was under my actual name or under my branding name, which I think I used even way back when. But if by some miracle one of you watching this was subscribed to that prior channel, or by some miracle you have a way of finding that old channel, let me know. Even if it is like you want to just private message me or comment on the video. Because I'd love to see if that channel is larger than my current one. I think that'd be nifty. I was trying to get Jacoby to help me track it down. I spent probably an hour just typing in my name, typing in my channel name, typing in little keywords that I remembered, including, you know, shooting sauce packets with airsoft guns. No luck. Yeah, fun. Star.
Yes.
I need your assistance. I need your Minecraft knowledge. How many blocks of space do dark oak saplings need?
Give me a second.
You're fine.
Because I don't actually know that.
You're fine. I just figured if anybody knew, it would be you. Or if anybody could look it up, it would be you. Because I've had these planted for quite some time and they're just not growing. I don't want to make a big dark oak tree. I mean, is that a thing you need to do? Do you need it to be the 4x4? I thought you could grow single.
I can't speak. They require a 3x3 column of space and about 7 blocks above the sapling to grow.
They have
8 blocks including the sapling itself.
They have both.
Maybe it's the biome, because there are certain biomes I think the trees won't grow.
That's dumb.
But I could be wrong. I mean, it used to be like that.
Who knows? Maybe I'll just get a single stack jungle tree. So I'm also wondering if it's not they have to be placed in the 4x4. I don't know. I think I remember dark oak trees being able to grow as a single stalk, but I don't remember. Regardless, you know, since Jacoby is not here, I want to think of a fun story with Jacoby Jones. I generally don't have a lot of them that we haven't talked about. We talked about me breaking his wrist, fracturing his wrist. That's a fun story, and again, had to do with airsoft. Some of my more fun stories have to do with airsoft, it seems. I generally don't know. It's been years. I think we also talked about my the time I stayed at his house after my 8th grade formal. We had actually gotten good clothing for me. I was decently dressed for that. And I had dress shoes. The dress shoes, thank God, were the only thing that wasn't rented. My mom decided to go overboard for that event. Decided I had to get an actual tuxedo. God forbid. But, yeah. So, I wore dress shoes going over to Jacoby's house. And Jacoby at the time lived with his grandmother, and they lived out in the middle of nowhere in the country. Well, of course, going over to someone else's house, I packed clothing. In fact, I used my backpacking bag and had a decent amount of clothing. I always packed an extra set of clothing, just in case. You never know. And, as it turns out, I'm a complete idiot, and didn't pack another pair of shoes. For some reason, my brain just didn't register, hey, you're wearing dress shoes currently. Do you really want to wear dress shoes all weekend? The answer was no, but I did it anyway. So, one of the things we used to do at Jacoby's, because we'd get bored, we'd just go on walks. We lived out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't have health problems like I do now. And we would just walk. There was a gun store that wasn't too very far from him. It was good, probably a good mile or so, at least, there and back. But we would go to the gun store, just go in there, hang out, look around. The gun store owners had dogs. One of the dogs, his name was Bear. He would just hang out. Everybody loved Bear. Bear loved everybody. One of the most nicest dogs I ever met. But we just go visit Bear, go hang out at the gun stores, look at things. And then we go home, back to his house. But this time, we decided we were going to go fishing. Or rather, he wanted to go fishing. I didn't really want to go fishing. What proceeded to happen was, we weren't catching anything. We went to a bridge over the small little... I think he called it a river, but it was more of a creek. And, we were trying to find a better spot to fish, because we weren't catching anything off of the bridge. So I ended up wading in mud along the creek bank to try and get to another area where I thought there'd be better fishing. But again, I had dress shoes. Decently expensive dress shoes that had just been bought for the formal. These were not shoes that I had owned prior. They were brand new. And literally, like I said, the first weekend of owning them, they were ruined. To the point, I think I actually ended up getting rid of them. I don't recall. So that's a fun story with me and Jacoby. That isn't me injuring him. I think one of us still got injured in that story. I have a feeling one of us ended up with a hook in our hands. I don't quite remember. Jacoby would remember that story probably better than I do. I just remember the shoes getting muddy part. But I've got a decent amount of stories with Jacoby. I have a scar on, not my pinky toe, but my second two pinky toe. Fourth toe? I don't know how toes work. You have a big toe and a pinky toe, the other three are just useless. But I have a scar on it because another time I was at Jacoby's grandmother's house. We went to the lake in a town nearby. I won't really call it nearby, it was a good decent bit of the way away. Won't say the name of the city on stream. I've said it before. I'd rather not say it without Jacoby here to be like, yeah, you know, that's fine. But, we went to the lake. Because, of course, I brought swimming stuff. I used to be a very avid swimmer. I think I said it in the prior stream. I was in the water, lake water, river water didn't really matter to me. From the time the ice melted to the time the lake/river froze over again. I swam every chance I got to be in the water, I would. But this time we went to the best lake this town had to offer. Well, not the best lake. The best lake for swimming and actual enjoyment, but the worst lake in terms of businesses nearby and housing. It was one of those lakes where it's like, you go to this lake, you know everybody knows each other. It's very family-like. But you also know if you don't have family nearby, and you don't leave before nighttime, you have the risk of being stabbed. I'm not kidding. But, I decided, with this lake, it was a very cool lake, a very, Indiana lake, in the fact of, there were buoys, that were ran out from the pier on one side. They went all the way around, they kind of fenced in this little public swimming area where it was deemed safe to swim. You know, the city did all this work of putting sand there and making sure seaweed didn't grow. I guess it would be seaweed. I don't know what like the freshwater version of seaweed is. But they're basically like underwater vines. But making sure that didn't grow, keeping it clean. No fishing was allowed in that area. But me being me, decided to. I think I may have been dared. I don't genuinely remember. Again, this is their story. Kobe probably remember better than me. But I jumped off of the unkept side, the side you could fish off of, the side that did not have a sand bottom regulated by the city and was cleaned regularly. And I ended up jumping onto God knows what. Potentially could have been a fishing hook. We don't really know. But ended up cutting my toe open and bleeding profusely. Luckily, did not get infected. Crazy, you know, right? You know, swimming in, you know, a public lake that, you know, God knows what people have done in the lake or disposed of in the lake. Getting wounded, not getting infected. Crazy. But, yeah, so I still have a scar now. Still on that toe. Has not gone away, and that was, probably 6 or 7, maybe even 8 years ago. Because, I think we talked about this before. Jacoby left my school district, the school I went to, in 8th grade. Like, literally right after I had broken his arm, or fractured his wrist. And he moved in with his sister, I believe, who was in the same city we swam in. And he went to that school. And then he ended up coming back my sophomore year. Now, that was during COVID. He had failed a couple classes, so he ended up having to retake freshman year at my school. But I was a sophomore, he was a freshman, and then after that year, he went full homeschool and did not come back. He actually graduated from an online school, and yeah. But from basically like kindergarten to 8th grade, I knew Jacoby, and then of course I knew him the entire time. But he came back in my sophomore year. I didn't really, which would be 10th grade. Didn't really talk to him much, but now of course we're still best friends. Great guy. Absolutely love him. But, yeah. So, the story was probably 6th or 7th grade for me. Because I didn't start going to other people's houses till 5th grade. 5th grade was the first time I stayed overnight at someone else's house. That wasn't in my family, and that was Zaratho. Stayed at Zaratho's house. My mom had knew his mom way back when. and he ended up transferring to my school in 5th grade from the school he went to prior. And he invited me to his older brother's birthday party. And my mom took me, realized who his mother was, and yeah, basically when I was like, hey, I want to stay overnight at his house or stay the weekend at his house, she was 110% fine with that. And after staying at his house a few times, I then stayed at Jacoby's house. I had both Jacoby and Zaretho over to my house, as well as the other friend who I recorded the YouTube video with way back when. Had another friend over who I don't talk too much about. Me and Jacoby have mentioned him here and there. We've called him the Thief. Turns out he wasn't actually the thief. Crazy, right? We've been calling him a thief, or the thief, for over a month now. And as it turns out, Jacoby's niece was the one who stole however much money it was that we believe he stole. So, kind of sad. Yeah. This whole time we thought it was him, and we're calling him that on video, on the internet. And as it turns out, it was Jacoby's niece. Funny how things work. But yeah, I never went to his house. Only had him over until a few years ago. Actually, last year. Before doing YouTube, before I actually moved down south and came back, what I did as an occupation was I worked in a grocery store meat and deli department. I worked there for 3 years. I started my sophomore year of high school, right after COVID. They had a lot of employees out. During COVID, I was 14 at the time. So I was asked to help. I basically got to come and work an entire shift in the meat department, which my dad worked there at the time. And I just kind of fell in love with it, because my dad had wanted me to work there prior as a carryout. But I didn't really want to be a carryout. Carryout just seemed very meh to me. It was like, so you get to bag things for people, help them carry it to their car, carry it for them to the car. It didn't seem like a job for me. I was like, that's gonna be hell. So I didn't do it. And then I got to work in the meat department for a day. Because they had, like I said, a lot of employees out due to COVID. And, I just decided, yeah, that's what I want to do. So, sophomore year, I applied and started working there, and I worked there all the way up until graduating high school, which I did last year, 2023. Graduated in June of 2023. And while working there, as it turns out, my friend, who we've labeled the Thief for months, we need to find a new nickname for him. Me and Jacoby, but because we don't want to say his actual name on stream. But he lived nearby. One day he came in and I had classes with him. And I just decided one day, you know what, I'm going to go over to his house. He lives very nearby. He actually lived right across the street from my aunt. And I was like, you know what, I want to stay the weekend at his house. And that same weekend, Jacoby ended up being at his house. And I hadn't talked to Jacoby seriously in a good couple of years. I'm kind of drifted apart, didn't really talk for a while.
I'm right here, by the way.
Oh, what the hell?
I knew you didn't see me, that's why I said.
Oh my god.
I've been here for a few minutes.
He's scared. Oh. I'm so glad I wasn't talking like bad about you.
That would have been bad.
That would have been hilarious.
I would have
Oh,
seen it on stream anyway.
huh?
I said I would have seen it on stream anyway. I've been watching.
Yeah. Well, hello, Jacoby. Welcome.
Oh,
What were you doing that made you late?
crying.
Oh. You want me to mute so you can talk about that, or
I mean, I'll talk about it on stream.
up to you?
I've just been really worried about surgery that my girlfriend's going through.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. I don't remember. I know I mentioned it on Rogue stream.
She got me worried a lot.
Yeah. It's completely understandable. I mean, I think anybody would be worried.
Well, I have a family die on an operating table, so...
Yeah. I mean, I was quite worried when my dad had because he had surgery on his neck. I don't know if I've talked about this on stream. My dad had a pinched nerve in his neck. And, it was kind of near to the spine. So it was like, one wrong cut and he would have been paralyzed. Kind of a scary thing for me. No, you're good, man. I didn't know if you were asleep or what. I wasn't trying to bother you.
No, I was outside.
Anyway, where was I with the story with you? Oh, right. So, Jacoby, what the hell do we call him now?
Lotion.
Lotion, yeah, we can call him Lotion. Yeah, so I don't recall really how much I talked to you between you leaving 8th grade and going over to Lotions for the first time.
We messaged back and forth quite a few times. I also, like, came to your house a couple of times.
Yeah, I know you were one of the primary persons I kind of cried on their shoulder when I was with Rebecca, I want to say.
Yup.
Because we both kind of knew that family, and through Boy Scouts, and that was a relationship that really messed me up. So I knew we talked a decent chunk of then, but I don't have the greatest memory, to be
That's
honest.
because she was worried that I can't say on stream.
What?
That's because she was words I can't say on stream.
Yeah.
Or the presence of Jess.
Yeah, she was something else. But, oh, believe me, Star's gotten to see some of the stuff Rebecca said. I didn't realize some of the group chats that I had made stories in. I didn't realize, even though Rebecca had left them, the messages remained. So when I ended up adding Star to those group chats to show her, like, you know, what the story was that I was wanting her to be involved in, she was actually able to see, you know, some of the stuff Rebecca would say. So. But yeah, no, like I said, I know we weren't, like, super close. Like, I know you kind of moving, we kind of drifted somewhat.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really until... Were you at Lotions the first time I stayed at his house, or was it the second time?
I was there the first time.
Okay, because I know the one time, like, you had something, you had to work or something. And it ended up just being me and him, and I told you afterwards, like, I don't want to be left alone with him ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it was. I remember now.
Yeah, because, like, me and him alone together, it was just... It was two very conflicting, chaotic energies. That's how I would describe it.
The way it is, you didn't like it because he bullied you instead of me.
Yeah, I guess that would be true as well. Yeah, I guess that would be true.
It's only you and him. You're the only one there to bully.
Yeah. It was also that, and like there was also moments where he'd get like slightly emotional. Like anytime I'd bring up like something from our like shared past, like something that happened in like sports that we play together. You know, just I don't know. It's kind of like doing these streams. It's a lot more fun and a lot more laid back when there's three of us. When it's just two of us, it's either I just go on these rants. Like I've spent this entire stream so far. I started it with giving some shoutouts, and then the rest of the stream has just been basically me telling my life story.
Start next time. Tell him to shut up.
That's good. I should have never told him to do that once since we've known each other.
Yeah, she's never told me to shut up.
I figured. I was only joking.
There's been moments where
in a jokingly way.
there's been moments where I've told her you can tell me to shut up at any time.
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't anyways.
Yeah.
You will talk
What?
until you're dead, if you let him.
Oh yeah, I'll talk. I won't talk until I'm dead. I'll talk till you're dead.
But that.
If I stay talking, I'm gonna live a lot longer than you are. Like some sort of ancient deity. The more I talk, the more like years I get on my lifespan. You know, it's crazy. Like I don't think people talk about this enough on YouTube. YouTubers in general are kind of like pagan gods. The more you talk about them, the more powerful they become.
Literally.
And the minute you stop talking about them, they just die. Or rather retire. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't think I've talked about this on stream. But, I mean, I'm conflicted now. So at one point, from one side of things, this is a podcast. This is a podcast type platform. But on the other hand, we kind of have this, you know, don't talk about other YouTuber rule on the channel. So it's like, I'm in between. Because I want to talk about some things that have happened recently on YouTube. With certain YouTubers, I guess I'll just say it, certain YouTubers retiring. You know, it's crazy. You know, it's like the videos that I've seen of these YouTubers. I'm not gonna say specific names, but 13 years was kind of the general number, I think, for the 3 or 4 channels that I saw that are retiring, or YouTubers I saw that are retiring in 2024. I'm going to be 19 in 4 days, which is insane to me. Did he leave again?
No.
Oh, you shut your camera off. Because I have the call minimized to read chat, it doesn't show your profile pic if you shut your camera off, so I can only tell you're still the call when your camera's on. That's goofy. But, you know, but like I said, I'll be 19 in 4 days. And as I said prior, expect some sort of special. That is a Monday, which is a Fortnite day. Don't really know what we're going to do for that. I might leave that up to Jacoby and Star to plan something for my birthday. 'Cause to me, I don't really care. It's another day. But I'll be 19 in a couple days. And it's crazy to think I was 6 years old when these YouTubers started their channels. as a 6-year-old, you know, of course, I didn't watch YouTube at the age of 6. That was one of the fortunate ones that I get on YouTube till 6th grade, which would be... Oh god, brain doesn't math.
A lot of years ago.
7 years... We factored it was 7. So I'm going to be 19... 12. So, these channels were, you know, 5, 6 years old when I started watching them. But still, having watched these channels off and on for the last, you know, roughly 6 years, it's crazy to see them retiring. There is one that I will happily say on stream. I don't care. If you don't like me mentioning the YouTuber, bite me. PewDiePie. Seeing PewDiePie kind of stepping back and not being as active on YouTube anymore, you know, that one kind of hit me hard, because that is a person who, you know, when I first started watching YouTube, had a fairly regular upload schedule, and, you know, he was the biggest channel on YouTube. It's crazy to think, you know, someone who still talked about regularly and still relevant on the platform decided to take a step back. Now, I understand there's a lot of aspects to why certain YouTubers are retiring. The number one reason I've seen is children. God, children, they're the worst. But, you know, a lot of YouTubers that we grew up with are, you know, getting older now. They've also grown up. They've also, you know, had children now. A channel I think I may have mentioned on stream before, don't really recall it, Demolition Ranch. If you watch that channel, you're a real one. He's been a fairly present entity on YouTube for a long time. And he kind of did a video about why you don't see his wife and his children on videos anymore. And it's for their safety. Because, you know, when you're a YouTuber, you know, you kind of got to expect to, when you start getting larger, hey, you know, when I go to the gas station or when I go to Walmart, I'm going to have fans recognizing me. And I'm fine with that. That's why I became a YouTuber. But my wife and children, they didn't sign up for that. So, you know, it's hard to rationalize that. It's hard as a viewer to see any YouTuber, any content creator stepping away from what they do and what they love, really. But at the same time, you gotta think, you know, they're doing this for their family, so they can spend more time with their family, so their family doesn't have to deal with the ever-changing hours that is, you know, doing YouTube. And, you know, so their family's safe. You know, because being a YouTuber, being a content creator, is just like being a celebrity in any other aspect. There have been YouTubers who have had their homes broken into, have been robbed, have been threatened. When you're a YouTuber, when it's you being unsafe, you know, it's one thing, but when it's family members, when it's your parents or your spouse or even your children, it's where you gotta really say, you know, enough's enough. I can't keep doing this. I can't put them through that. So, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard getting older. Because as I've grown up, you know, again, I haven't been on YouTube for the longest, but I've been on YouTube long enough to see multiple channels retire, multiple YouTubers actually pass away. I don't know. It's one of those things, doing YouTube now, I'm new, I'm young, I'm arrogant. You know, you have, when you start doing something like YouTube, you have this mentality of, you know, I can do this forever. You know, this is a job that no matter how old I get, I can continue to do. You know, there's YouTubers who are in their 80s. You know, they don't have giant channels, but there are people who upload who are well into their 80s. You know, 60s at least. So you have this sort of mentality of, hey, I can do this forever. You know, this isn't something that, you know, it's not like being an athlete or being a singer even. You know, there's no, hey, you hit this age, it's downhill from there. If you're able to pick up a controller and play a game and talk about things that people want to hear you talk about, you're going to be able to do YouTube. That's just the reality of it. So now to see these channels who are still well capable of doing this stuff, now stepping back, retiring, it's hard. It's not easy. You know, again, I'm new to YouTube. I've had a YouTube account for a long time. Not this one, but others. As I think I know Jacoby's been on Twitch for a decent amount of time. I don't know about YouTube, but you know.
Well, I've been on YouTube for a while.
Yeah. Being on this platform long enough to see people say one of three things. One of which is I'm getting too old. You know, I just don't have the energy that I did anymore. I can't stay up till 2 in the morning editing a video or even recording a video. So that's one. 2 is I don't have enough time. Because I have seen that one a decent amount on certain people retiring of just, I don't have enough time, you know, between, you know, making sure my spouse gets enough attention and my children are looked after. There's just not enough hours in the day. So that's 2. And the third one is probably the saddest one. And my train of thought's gone. God dang it. I love this. The third one is, you know, the third most common one I've seen is people just not wanting to do it anymore. YouTube has changed its algorithm so much since these people have started their channels. Like, just sit down for a moment and think about how many YouTube updates have happened in the last 13 years. The amount of policy changes, monetization rules, subscriber thresholds that have changed in the last 13 years. I mean, hell, 13 years ago, you know, PewDiePie was the largest channel, I think. You know, hearing someone say 10 million subscribers was absurd to fathom. Yet now there's, you know, a fairly large amount of YouTubers sitting at 10 mil or more. You know, there's a few channels that have over 100 million subscribers. You know, a lot has changed in the last 13 years on YouTube, on Twitch. I mean, well, what was the other one? Mixer? It's just come and gone. I mean, there's been entire streaming platforms that have been born and died since some of these people started their channels. So a lot of people are saying, you know, this new YouTube short format, the TikTok, the birth of TikTok, all these different changes. Because that's the thing, with Vine, again, I wasn't on YouTube pre-Vine. Vine was one of the bigger things when I first got onto YouTube. But with Vine, it was a lot of, hey, yeah, this is funny on Vine. Why don't I, as a Vine creator, also make a YouTube channel and upload compilations of my Vines to YouTube? So it was good for both platforms. But now we have TikTok, which is a completely separate, self-sustaining entity.
Well, it used to be Musically.
Oh yeah, Musically prior, but both TikTok basically combined Musically and Vine. But now you don't have as much of, hey, yeah, I make TikToks, let's make a compilation of my TikToks and upload to YouTube. Now what you have is reaction content. People going on TikTok and finding, 10, 20, even 100 TikToks, splicing them together and reacting to them, and making that a video. You don't have this sort of symbiosis that you had with Vine. You have this new system of YouTube saying, okay, what the hell, guys? Where's all our viewership going? And TikTok. So how did they try and get viewership back? YouTube Shorts, short-form content. And because of the pushing of short-form content, a lot of YouTubers, and this new 1 out of 10 system. I don't know if you've seen this, Jacoby, but I have, because I have YouTube Creator Studio. Every video you upload, or different videos you upload, are actually rated based on your past uploads. And you're actually, like, I don't know how it works with this new system. Because again, I'm not monetized on YouTube. But from what I'm hearing is, YouTube's actually, like, different videos are making different amounts of money, or are being pushed different amounts based on rating, in that new system. YouTube pushing the YouTube Shorts, the requirements to be on the trending pages on YouTube are different now. There's just a lot of changes that were made to YouTube in the last 2, 3, 4 years, basically since COVID, that have turned a lot of YouTubers away. There's plenty of YouTubers who were very active on YouTube who are now primarily Twitch streamers, or still stream on YouTube. Don't really upload content. They just upload, the VOD. They just upload stream content. Because there's really 3 categories of YouTube videos. There's your hour, 2-hour streams, which of course is what I do. There's your 30, 20, 10-minute videos. Basic YouTube format that every YouTuber does. And then there's short-form content, YouTube Shorts. So you have 3 separate groups all trying to coexist. And certain videos aren't getting the love they deserve. And a lot of YouTubers who have been staunch in saying, I don't really like the YouTube short format. I don't want to do short content. In the last year or so, have either gone back on that saying and have actually ended up doing YouTube Shorts, or have stuck with it and have had their channels suffer and have lost, views, subscribers, and money at the end of the day because of this new YouTube short format. I don't know. Again, I'm not monetized. I don't have millions of subscribers. I'm just a guy who's watched a lot of channels over the years. Watched a lot of YouTube videos over these. I wish there was some way, like on video games, you could see how many hours you played of certain games. I wish I could see how many hours I've actually watched of YouTube videos over the years. My luck, it'd be some absolute BS of like more hours than there have been years of me being on YouTube. But I've been on YouTube a decent amount of chunk. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm on another rant. It's 1:21, meaning we've been at this for over an hour.
An hour 20.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take a short bathroom break and leave you two to talk amongst yourselves. Has my HUD been showing up? Uh-oh. Okay, there it is. Alright, I'm running to the bathroom and leave you two to talk to among yourselves. I'm not muting, by the way.
So, Star, how have you been?
Pretty good. How about you?
I've been okay for the most part.
That's good.
I've returned. Ow. Yeah. So, I'm gonna take a sip of my water because I'm drinking water for once. You should be proud of me. And I think it's time to have a discussion. I think every modern YouTuber has at some point. Don't like it. No one likes it. But it has to be done. Only 4.7% of my viewers are subscribed. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you do like this content, leave a like. With that out of the way, back to the Minecast. I hate saying that. It makes me feel disgusting. But every YouTuber does it. It's just, I see that more nowadays than I see the subscribe and hit that little bell. That used to be the big thing on YouTube. I mean, if you've ever watched a Minecraft YouTuber, the number one thing, they do a little clip, do their intro, and then they would say, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell. It was everywhere. And it was hell. But I would take that back a million times over. If we could just get rid of this stupid X amount of people aren't subscribed. No duh. I wish there was some sort of like YouTube website to show the amount of watch time there is on channels versus who's actually subscribed. Because a lot of people don't realize entire human beings, entire people create entire channels to simply just watch YouTube. Crazy, right? Like, imagine that. Imagine having a YouTube account just to watch videos. It's almost like that's what this platform was intended for. Anyway, I had something else I want to talk about. I forgot. Ooh. Uh-oh. Y'all are gonna hate me. So, I think it's time to say it. See, I gotta look at something now, because my brain don't work. Jacoby's brain doesn't work either, so it's understandable. Okay.
Brain empty.
Brain empty. Thoughts. 96 views on that Transformers Earth Wars video. Y'all are insane. Thank you. No, what I gotta say is, my YouTube channel is currently sitting at 23 subscribers. That's insane to me. I've only been at this for a little over a month now. But what I want to say, because this is fairly far into the video / stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, you probably haven't actually made it this far. You probably only watched about the first 5 minutes, but if somehow you're seeing this, I want to put this out there. Every YouTuber does it. Been very, very... Lucy, can you quit chewing? Stop it. I've been very, very adamant about trying to remain unique on my channel. I've tried very hard to not do what every other YouTuber does. But it's not really working. I mean, it is, but it's not. So I want to say this. My goal for this channel, currently, YouTube, is to be sitting at 100 subscribers by St. Patrick's Day of 2024. That is my goal. Don't know if we can hit that. Don't know if it's a feasible goal. But I mean, I've gained roughly 25 subscribers in a little over a month I've been on YouTube. So if we can continue tracking about 25 subscribers a month, we can be at or near 100 by St. Patrick's Day. So putting that out there right now. I would like to be at 100 subscribers by St. Patrick's Day. If we hit that goal, I plan on doing something special. Whether that's a 4-hour live stream or who knows what. But if by some miracle we hit 100 subscribers by St. Patrick's Day of this year, I'm going to show my appreciation to you guys on YouTube. Hell, I may even do some sort of YouTube-specific content. May force Jacoby to play some COD Mobile with me. As a reward for you guys for getting me to 100 subscribers. I don't know yet, but I'm putting it out there. 100 subscribers by St. Patrick's Day. If we can do that, we can do anything. That's the mindset you gotta have. Jacoby, Star, any thoughts?
No thoughts, brain empty.
I'm probably gonna have to agree with.
Oh, lovely.
My brain is dead.
It's honestly crazy how close I was to just saying, you know what, Star, let's play Fortnite tonight, when Jacoby wasn't around to start this stream. But it's like,
I
nah.
made it. I was an hour late, but I made it.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, man. No, it was really funny because, like, right before we started, I said to Star, it's like, you know, it really it really makes me fed up with Jacoby that he's missing this. And I'm like, because this was his idea. at the very base. You know, the podcast was something we came up with. And it was my idea, I'll admit it was my idea to do it over you. Minecast. but I don't know. Like, I know we said last episode it was like weird to do the Minecast without Star. But man, it would be even weirder to like do it with me and Star, just me and Star, without you. Because you, honestly, Jacoby, you are so much... I don't know how to word this without sounding gay. You're so very appreciated in this series, specifically.
Could have said
Not needed. You're appreciated. Every single Minecast episode you're in, you make it fun. I couldn't imagine doing a Minecast episode without you. Going forward. There's been a few. Star hasn't been a part of. But when it comes right down to it, those of you watching this on Twitch right now and watching this on YouTube, this is the dream team. We've had Rogue on this stream, or on this series. We may have Vamp Sasuke on this series at some point, Zeratho someday. But when it comes right down to it, this is the dream team. This is... God. This is gonna get me flack. It's gonna get me cancelled. I'm saying anyway. This is peak gaming. This right here. You know, while I may be playing Minecraft right now, you guys, the viewers, have seen it firsthand. My solo content, it exists. Content with me and Jacoby, or me and Star, it does decent. At the end of the day, every single video, every single stream that has the three of us in it together, not only does it do better, but it's way more enjoyable for the parties involved. So yeah. No, I'm being a suck up. No, I'm probably way too emotional right now than I should be. But y'all are amazing. I'm so grateful to have both of you on board. I generally couldn't imagine doing this without you two. After all of that, you couldn't come up with anything. No, yeah, I couldn't imagine doing this without y'all either, or nothing.
I wouldn't be doing this without y'all.
Well, yeah. I know I'm not the easiest person to put up with. I know I keep both of you up way later than I probably should. But this has been a lot of fun for me. And I see not only the Minecast, but this Twitch account and this YouTube channel being something that the three of us can share well into the future. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't plan on leaving Twitch, YouTube, or Fortnite ever in the foreseeable future. Yes, we have our moments. Yes, me and Jacoby tend to get upset and rant at Fortnite. And I rant a whole lot more off camera than I do on stream. But at the end of the day, there's just something about these games that we play that bring us together. I can pretty much guarantee at least one viewer somewhere in the world seeing this, whether it's today, tomorrow, or 20 years from now, probably just started crying from hearing me say all that. So do that one person. Appreciate you. It's a lot of fun. Also, stream. I'm giving you guys a 5-minute timer to berate me because I suck. No disagreement from Star. That's neat. Is she even existing right now? Star? I'm very confused. Regardless, the reason I suck is I keep mentioning the dog edit. And it hasn't gotten done yet. Primarily my fault. I just haven't gotten around to sitting down with Star, going through some audios, deciding on what audio I want to be used for that. But it's still in the works. It's still gonna happen. You guys are still gonna get to see my dogs at some point. When it's gonna be. Kind of the same for YouTube Shorts. There will be more YouTube Shorts on the way. But I'm very indecisive. One day it's this clip that I want done, the next day it's this clip that I want done. Things are just crazy right now. Again, we stream for 2 hours every night. Some days we do extra streams throughout the day. A little 30-minute, 1 hour, potentially even 2 hours a few times during the day. Life's a roller coaster. And I just want to let you guys know, give you all some updates. Shorts are still a thing, still in the works. The edit is still a thing, still in the works. I think the edit will actually get uploaded as a short. I don't exactly know how long it's going to end up being. But more than likely it will be a short. Who knows? But yeah, just want to give everybody watching an update on that. That is, I feel like it's something I mention every single Minecast episode. Yeah, the dog edit and the YouTube Shorts. Why not mention those? But I will say, there is one thing I haven't mentioned in this episode. I probably won't mention it for a good couple videos. So I'm not gonna mention it. See what I did there? Got everybody watching scratching their heads, wondering what it is that I'm talking about. Well, stick around, you might find out. Regardless, I want to talk about a topic. This has been very mindless rambling, really good conversations, really good talking. But I want something with structure. I want something with fiber. So I'm putting it out there for you two, Star and Jacoby. In y'all's opinion, who is the greatest comedian of all time? The all-time GOAT of comedy.
Talking to me.
I'm talking to both of you. It's a discussion question. Oh, you're good, man. Are y'all able to hear me fine?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I don't. It starts exactly awake over there.
Oh, did she fall asleep?
I don't know. She's not talking at all.
Oh,
I'm here.
wow. Did that happen again?
I'm not sure.
What is it with these Minecast episodes?
Because it's normally just you talking.
Fair enough. I think I just take all of her energy and use it. She just passes out. I absolutely love Star, because like, there's no indication that she's asleep. It's just 1 minute she's fully awake, the next minute she's asleep, and if you do catch her in between, it's you're getting tired, you should go to bed, and then you get the cute nuh-uh responses that she gives. Heartwarming. It's adorable. But yeah, no, Jacoby, in your opinion, greatest comedian of all time.
My opinion, greatest comedian of all time, living or dead.
Both. It's all time.
Robin.
Williams.
Yeah.
I gotta agree. Like, so my thing is with Robin Williams, I wouldn't say Robin Williams is the funniest person of all time. Because
No. Funniest person of all time, but I would say
yeah, overall, you know, like I said, I want to consider him the funniest person to have ever lived. The reason I say Robin Williams is the greatest comedian of all time is because he was a comedian who had depth to his comedy. You know, how many comedians can say that they have been able to act not only in comedic roles, but also in dramatic roles, in romance roles. The sheer, what's the word I'm looking for?
Volume.
Variety. The sheer variety of emotion that Robin Williams was able to convey through his comedy, through his acting, is why I gotta put him at number one. Greatest comedian of all time. I can't think of another actor, comedy or not, who has had such a broad range of emotional depth in their roles. Like,
Oh, she's alive.
hi, Star. Like,
Konnichiwa.
I would go as far as saying Robin Williams is the Mr. Beast of acting.
Whoa, don't you ever say something.
No, wait. You didn't let me finish. The reason, okay. I guess Mr. Beast would be a bad analogy. Who was the basketball player that crossed over and played baseball for a while? Was it Jordan or... I don't recall.
I think it might have been Michael Jordan, I don't know.
I don't recall. But basically what I'm saying is, had Robin Williams seriously, like, focused on acting alone, kind of pushed his other passions to the side, focused on acting, he very easily would have dominated in every single acting category. Because he had that much range. If Robin Williams one day said, you know what? Comedy's fun, but I want to go deeper into acting. What? What's going on? They're chatting in chat instead of talking aloud.
I said that forever ago too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think Robin Williams is a perfect example of a jack of all trades. Any emotion that you as a person can feel, he was able to convey through acting. There's just something about it that's special, in my opinion. Robin Williams, his acting capabilities are truly out of this world. I almost want to make a joke, but I feel like it's gonna come out the wrong way.
You probably shouldn't then.
I guess I can say it. Morgan Freeman may have
As
voiced
your
God.
lawyer, I wouldn't advise that.
Huh?
I said as your lawyer, I wouldn't advise that.
So, what I'm gonna say. Morgan Freeman may have voiced God. But Robin Williams was God when it came to acting. Like, the fact that Aladdin, the entire movie of Aladdin, the original, they literally put Robin Williams in a sound booth, gave him a loose idea of what the beginning, middle, and end of the movie were, told him to just go, and then wrote the rest of the script around his dialogue, tells you how amazing he was as an actor. He's the Eminem of comedy. Who has their typing volume on?
I don't think mine's on.
Okay. I just hear I hear a typewriter in my left ear.
It's not.
Okay.
Typing.
No, Star, you are 110% able to answer the question. Because it was asked to both of you.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd be allowed to say it.
Why? Is it controversial?
Well, he's a YouTuber, has TikTok and everything else.
Does he have an actual, has he done an actual comedy show?
I don't know. I only know of TikTok and YouTube.
Okay. I mean, if I asked Aerotho, he'd say...
Videos.
If I asked Aerotho, he'd say Gabriel Iglesias. Hands down. No doubt in my mind.
Yes, he is big. We talked about. He is big. We have descended into madness.
It happens very commonly when you two are allowed to congregate amongst yourselves. Literally, any video, any stream with Star and Jacoby, it's either me talking the entire time, or me having to pause what I'm saying to look over at chat and see what they're doing.
You never know if we're causing mischief or not.
It's like 1 minute me and Jacoby can have be having deep intellectual conversations. And then the next thing I know, they're just saying the most random stuff ever. It's there's chaotic good of Jacoby and Star losing their minds. And then there's the chaotic evil of me and Jacoby losing our minds. Where it's just like saying the most out-of-pocket stuff possible. It's mostly my fault. I mostly come up with the weird topics, and Jacoby has to figuratively look at me and say, well, what the hell are you talking about? But, it's a lot of fun. What now?
I think.
What now?
First of all, he can't spell. But you spelled it.
I'm actually crying.
You misspelled it again. There you go. There you go.
Also, Hound, don't mind. We're Jacoby.
Oh, yeah. He is not a comedian.
Not one. Not 2, but 3 times. He had to read the word because.
Yeah, no, Star. Yeah, he is not a comedian. I've watched his channel. I've watched some of his stuff, but yeah, he's not a comedian.
I could send him one though.
He's pretty funny.
Actually, there's not one video where I don't die of laughter.
Yeah, my girlfriend watches him all the time.
I mean, I see his YouTube shorts every once in a while when I'm like doing dishes. Like the most recent one I saw was like when he put his friend's phone in the phone lock thing, and it's like, oh, that's 2 days or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I guess that's funny, but realistically, break the thing open.
No, his funniest videos, I'd say, are probably, he does Google Translate cooking videos.
Oh, see, I've never seen that.
It's like his funniest, most popular.
Yeah, the ones I've seen are like his like spicy like or sour reactions. Like he has just funny like food reactions. So he's like the epitome of like the basic white dude. It's like if it's spicier than salt, he just doesn't like it. And then
I believe he's actually Hispanic as well.
oh god, I'm back. And the other one was he bought like the most expensive like Halloween animatronics or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I mean, yeah, it's funny, but I don't know. Like some of his reactions are just kind of like over the top. Like the one animatronic, like it scared him. He was like, "Ah!" and then it did something else, and then he was like, "Ah!" like immediately after. It's like you're not getting scared twice in a row like that. It's just not. It's not realistic.
That's what makes it fun.
I'm not a fan of like overreaction content. That's kind of that's kind of why I like Iron Chef Dad. Cause like his is like, you can tell his reactions are genuine. Like he doesn't try to go over the top with it.
Oh, I also made a bunch of clips
Nice.
on my VOD that I'm gonna screen record and upload after this.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Cool. Yeah, I think I mentioned that earlier.
I have 3 very decent clips, and I'm only in like the first 10 minutes of that video.
Was Vamp in that video, or was that the previous one?
No, we redid it because we didn't set it to VOD.
Okay. See, I couldn't remember if the one with Vamp saved.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said I couldn't remember if the one with Vamp saved or not. I couldn't remember, because I knew we did 2.
Yeah, we did the one with Vamp, and then we had to redo my own.
Yeah, where it was just me and you. And it was you, it wasn't even split screen, I was just there.
And it wasn't just me and you, it was Rogue
Yeah, who ruins every bit of content he's in.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing clips instead of taking the 54 minutes to screen record and upload.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have to edit most of this out because it's him saying unkindly words through most of the good clips.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to take out all the audio completely and overlay a song.
Yeah. It sucks. It generally does. It's kind of like why I keep wanting to do something with Vamp, but it's like tonight we did a stream with, it was Rogue, me, and Vamp. Because Vamp wanted to stream, and the two of them share a brain cell, I swear. Because they keep having this bright idea of, well, Vamp streams Fortnite, Rogue will just stream whatever. Like, we've had videos of, we'll be playing Minecraft, but him and Vamp will be in an Xbox party, and they'll both have the party audio recording. So we have Vamp talking about his gameplay, and Rogue talking about his gameplay, yet they're playing two separate games. So tonight I said, hey, how about we just all play Fortnite? We just play trios.
You're still 20 minutes behind.
Is that so unfathomable that we just, all three of us get on Fortnite? We can play split screen instead of playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, something I didn't want to do in the first place. Okay, if y'all are gonna, honestly, Star, if you're gonna say Kevin Hart is hilarious, that's just telling me you haven't seen a Will Ferrell movie in your entire life.
No, wait.
I've only seen one Will Ferrell.
Because he's a hilarious actor.
Yeah, because of all the... Well, okay, technically I've only seen 2 movies with.
He was a stand-up comedian long.
Yeah, he was a stand-up comedian years and years. Like I said, I think he's a funny actor, but if we're talking roles, I mean, Will Ferrell has way more better comedic roles than Kevin Hart.
Listen, if I wanted to watch a short comedian, I'd watch Cat Williams.
Is it?
What?
My brain's trying to process. Is it Brad Williams who's the dwarf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's so many comedians with the last name Williams.
Honestly. I mean, Williams is one of the more common last names, so.
Cat Williams is not a very PG-13.
Yeah, because there's Cat Williams and then there's, oh, what's his name?
Brad?
No, I'm talking about a completely different comedian. He does the, I can't understand you, go back to your own country.
No idea.
He's African American, he's an older comedian. Not old, but,
Snoop Dogg.
He's about that age group. His mind is escaping, or his name is escaping my mind.
It's right.
I don't remember it. I see him on my YouTube shorts every once in a while. Because he actually has a joke with Cat Williams, because a fake Twitter account of his got made and started beef with the fake Cat Williams.
You were just unable to spell, and I think it's hilarious. I'm slow at losing my mint. You didn't even spell that right.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh,
I was thinking of Dave Chappelle. I think Dave Chappelle's pretty funny.
Star is slow at losing her nymph.
Do I even want to ask?
Oh, man. Not losing my mind. Slow
Mint.
at losing my nymph.
I was gonna make a joke about like mint being like the female brain, but I was like, I don't know. That one might not go over well.
I don't think I have brain cells at all left.
I mean, the 3 dogs share one. And for some reason, Raven just always hasn't. I told Vamp, I don't remember if it was before the stream or after, or like during the stream. But I told him that him and the dog have to rock, paper, scissors over who gets to keep the name. Cause like even Star got confused on which Raven I was talking about.
The dog or the person?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about one, I thought it was the other, vice versa.
I mean, hell, even if I referred to him as Vamp when talking to Star, she'd still probably get confused.
No, because that's how I would know him.
Oh, okay.
I'm here and there, I probably completely forget who
The
that
worst
person
thing
was.
is like, Rogue legitimately refers. Oh wait, we're over time. It's 2 o'clock already. Holy. Wow. What did you say, Jacoby?
That is 2:02.
Yeah. I didn't realize we were at time already. It's easy for us to get lost when talking on these. That's why it's so great. That's why it's Minecraft. Because who cares? I didn't get a lot done today. It was mostly just, getting resources.
I showed up and then it was time to leave.
One of these videos when we have all 3 of us present, I think I'll make some like decent progress on the Minecraft server. But for right now, it's just kind of chilling. Cause I don't want to do a lot. I want to do some mindless gameplay while we focus on the talking. But as I was gonna say, the funniest thing ever is when a rogue refers to me as Hound, around the house or at school to his friends. It's nice. It makes me happy because it really shows people get my name stuck in their head. As always, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. See you all in the next. Peace.